Hello and welcome. This is Cherie with Rehash Fiber, and today I have a great sweater pattern for you. I'll tell you about the yarn that I used to make it. And then towards the end of the show, I just have something fun to tell you about and a little clip to show you. All right, this wonderful pattern is called the Granny Smith Pullover, and it is by Andrea Cull. You can find the pattern on Ravelry, of course. However, I found the pattern from this magazine. It was on the free table at the Orlando Distaff Day. It's Interweave Knits Fall of 2019. And as you can see, there's a lot of great patterns in it. But as I was perusing through it, this one kept catching me. The photography, the model, the whole setup of everything of this sweater looked just beautiful. And pretty soon it was stuck in my brain and I had to do it. So I searched the internet for the yarn that was called for in the pattern. And the yarn is Sorata by Cascade, and this color is Peridot. Now it did call for ecru, but I could not find that on the internet, but I had my own kind of whitish cream that I used for up here. Now the pattern comes in 6 sizes, and the pattern calls for US needle sizes 1 and 2. However, do check your gauge always for when you're making a garment that you're gonna wear, because I checked my gauge and I was off and I had to go up by 2 needle sizes. So I ended up using a 4 for this. This pattern is worked in the round from the bottom up. So you get to do all these inches in the round. Very fun, very easy, great to take with you when you're traveling or doing something else. And then once you complete the body, you do your sleeves, then you do your pattern work. It is a 12-stitch repeat. Then you do your decreases as you're going up your neckline. Right after you do the color work, there are some short rows in the back for shaping. Then you work up a little further and do short rows in the front for your front shaping. Now the pattern, and you see in the picture here, had a wider neckline. And that just doesn't work for me. I end up gravitating toward sweaters that have not so wide of a neckline. So I went ahead and took this up another 8 rows. Then I did my short rows for the shaping. For your collar, you go ahead and bind off. Then in each of those stitches, you pick up and you knit 3 rounds, and it gives this lovely little rolled collar. So just kind of sets it off great. So as you see here, I'm wearing all the green in my wardrobe. I had to wear this today because this is it. And both of them have something to do with fiber. This is from the Copper K Fiber Festival, and there's a little sheep spindling on a drop spindle off the side of Montana, so I had to have this green t-shirt. And then something about this just super intrigued me and had to do it. Now I do think this pattern will be absolutely fabulous in any color you choose. It's wonderful to do, quite fun. All right, so my little side story is I had downloaded a movie for the airplane and I was watching it, and it was called Off Track. It is a Swedish movie. And of course I watched it in English. It was on Netflix, and it is about a brother and sister, adults, with their own lives going on in their dramas, but they end up doing a ski race together. But here's the thing. There was awesome sweaters throughout. Now, for those of you that live up north, you probably see awesome sweaters a lot. Well, in Florida, we don't. And here I am watching this movie and I'm like, look at that one, all the way through. And I'm like, what is that pattern? That's super cool. That's great, they're wearing that in their everyday life. And so I just want to share that with you, because if you want to see a nice movie with a smattering of great sweaters, there you have it. All right, and lastly, I just want to show you this little clip. I was sitting in church on Sunday and I looked to my left and my friend Denise is knitting. She knits in church often, and I feel a little bit jealous. However, I do like to use that time as my quiet time to focus on what is going on at church. And mind you, my arm is still tired from knitting the night before, so it's good to take a rest. However, when I talk to her, she's like, it helps her focus. So I just think it's cool. Whenever I see somebody knitting, I'm thinking, I wish I could be doing that too. Fun. All right, everybody. This sweater is great. If you choose to make it, I wish you all the best. So happy knitting, the Granny Smith Pullover, and thanks for watching.